I keep getting criticized all the time about we should have a church building. Well, no. You ever do an Amish Sunday meeting where all these families get together and meet in somebody's well-kept barn? Among the cows, of course, no horses, cows. But basically, in someone's big kitchen, the Amish have big kitchens, and a good reason for that is when they all get together, they eat in this great big kitchen dining room stuff. And that's their church every week. They go to each other's thing. They have it outside, or they have it inside during bad weather, or they don't even have it at all. But basically, that's how they get together. It's the old saying about the Swedish temples. Why didn't you have a church? Because the Protestants will burn it, and it's too easy to be killed by them, or in America by the Baptists. But yeah, and when we get together, either dad would be there, mom would be there, grandmother, uncles, aunts. Somebody would speak. Yeah, it's your time next time to have this preacher take their interpretation of what mother says. It's thou shalt not drink thy wine that you make with your feet. Or, want to get lung cancer? Work in a coal mine. You want to get lung cancer? Work where there's small particles. You want to get lung cancer? Go work with looms. Yeah, spitting looms. You want to get lung cancer? Smoke. Yeah. Alcohol is rubbing on your body, not down your throat. Oh, you can burn it in your car. Well, yes. You better know it. But you can make it and sell it to someone. Amish do that too. They don't drink the stuff, but they sell it. Yeah, you go to their little stores, and you can find jugs of homemade brew. They get it. They get it to the other people. Yeah. Hey, the old saying during Prohibition, they really cleaned up. Because nobody ever bothered them. The revenues never went to there. They grow all this corn, they're going to feed it to their cattle or something. They make mash out of it, and then all the mash they feed to their cattle and their chickens and the pigs. Well, hey, frugal's frugal. But again, we happen to have people, if you can really rile up with fire and brimstone, sorry, mother, yeah, fire and brimstone, yeah, make a good speaker. I remember my father getting invitation from this fire and brimstone preacher. He had a little tent, everything else, and my father went to see this guy speak, and he was in there fire and brimstone, and these people were giving money to the church and everything else. And this guy has this old rattle truck back there. He packs up the tent and what have you. Right. And he has a driver out there driving his old car. And they meet up with a motorhome. And it wasn't a cheap one either. A little trailer. They meet up with a big motorhome. The guy gets out of the truck and goes into the motorhome. You look at this guy. My father talked to him. So, yes, sirree, I can bring him in, and I can make him pay for God. and they will help God. And I get 80% of the take if I go to your place. 80%. Ah, yes, sirree. I get them to cry, feel sorry and guilty for working 8 hours a day or 14 hours a day. That's pretty good for farmers. I can pull that pity out of them. They have a lot of pity. Yeah. I will get every dime they have in their pocket, and they will go home and sell their children to satisfy that thing. Oh yeah. Well, where did you learn your trade? Watching Hitler. Really? Yeah. You ever look at him? He gonna get a crowd up going. Oh, this is. Hey, ever seen Billy Graham? Hmm? Hmm? Fire and Brimstone, Billy Graham? He makes a speech somewhere, and they unload their stuff. They will sell their children for Billy Graham. It's a con game. This is a con game. Yeah. Did you want 80% of this to speak at one of our things? It all happened. We're church mice. Yeah. You know the old saying, you remember Crystal Palace in California? Oh, yeah, yeah. What happened? People lost interest. They went bankrupt. Ooh, I guess they can't convince enough people to give money. And you got to remember that people with the people drove the Crystal Palace, and then they didn't drive the Crystal Palace. They moved beyond Crystal Palace. They went to some other church, and as long as the flavor of the ice cream they like, the church will be open. But my father said, "That guy's not going to suck our clients, our members dry." And said, basically, we do like the Amish do. When we get together, someone has said, "You're going to be next month when we get together. You're going to get out there and do your spiel for an hour." And that is, yeah. So, well, we have good speakers and we got bad speakers. And, the old saying is that, remember this, who you invite to come with you. If they're holy rulers, you don't want them here. They can get very violent, the old saying. Yeah, so just watch what you do. Our quote, we don't have Bible studies, we don't study the Quran, we have passages from this stuff. There's a big difference. We have passages from this stuff, and we have meetings of understanding what you think that this is all about. And we represent Mother, which is an entity. They represent gods. They will die for their God, which is good. And they're not killing us. But yeah, watch what you do very carefully. Fire and brimstone. We don't do fire and brimstone. Okay. You gonna fall asleep? Yeah. So there's that little thing. Watch what you do. Or get together. Well, yeah. Hey, I'd rather have a sermon over dinner. Blake. I'd rather have, I'd rather sit here and have like a regular event, We all have dinner, and you're going to be the speaker at the monthly meeting. And you want slides? You want this to emphasize something? We can figure out doing slides. Today it's a lot easier. We can go on the internet and get everybody's speech and that thing. You can edit it down, do what you want, which is a lot easier on the internet than actually talking. It's like this series here. It's a lot easier to do it on YouTube than just our monthly afterlife2.org site. You know, whatever. I'd rather not meet in a hall. Our ages, you got to watch. I was talking to a guy a few days ago, and he doesn't believe that COVID is real. I get the impression his relatives all got sick and have children there, but oh no, I don't think children should be vaccinated. And to me, get them vaccinated because they carry the plague. The last thing I want to do is to have the plague. Okay.